DARVO. Let's talk about this term. Of course, it's an acronym. The acronym means deny, attack, reverse victim and offender role. Now, this term comes from the field of sexual perpetrators, sex offenders, someone who is abused, usually a minor, okay? So they discovered kind of this defense mechanism. Now, because our field is so closely related, sex addiction, it has moved into our field as well. And so I want to walk through just what it means. And then if you're married to a sex addict, if they're doing this to you, you can have some defenses about this, okay? In our field, we would probably call this, being gaslighted. Very similar term, but I want to go through specifically. So deny. So the addict does something. Maybe they act out. Maybe they lie, okay? Maybe they leave out a whole bunch of information about a relationship, but they deny. Now, as soon as someone goes into denial, no matter what the addiction, you're going to be an object relationship. You're not going to be a soul. You're not going to have intrinsic value. The rules of, don't lie, don't kill, don't hurt people, treat people the way you want to. All those rules are out the window because now you're an object. Because you're attacking them. That's the way they feel. So they're going to deny that behavior because, of course, they need to be wonderful, right? Then they're going to attack you. This blame shifting, okay, which is what we would use in our terminology, or we use gaslighting, this turning it back on you. You're critical. You're out of control. You're controlling. That's one of the biggest ones we hear in sex addiction is you're controlling, okay? Because you don't want me to talk to that girl or look at these things. Other people look at those things, okay? They attack you. And it can get pretty personal. It can be about your weight. It can be about anything that's really deeply personal about you. Well, you were abused. That's why you think this way. And you really can get attacked. Now, what's important in DARVO is the way they reverse this. Is all of a sudden, you're talking about them doing X, and now they're attacking you. But in the attack, they actually switch roles, where now they're the victim of you. See, I did X, you're controlling. Now I'm the victim, and you're the perpetrator. Now, if this sounds crazy to you, it is, okay? And if you've been living with this, you do feel like you've been gaslighted. You do feel like they switched the roles with you. So maybe this language can help you. Firstly, stay in your own reality. If they did X and they can't take responsibility, it's okay to say, you know what? You can't take responsibility for that right now. You're not mature enough for that. I don't need to discuss this. Because if you do, the DARVO thing's going to happen. They're going to move it to you. It's okay to identify the dynamic, to say, listen, we started with your behavior, and now we're talking about me, and I think next you're going to blame me, and you're going to feel like you're the victim of me. So we can cut this short. I can tell you what's going to happen, because right now, you can't accept any responsibility. So what Dr. Weiss tells me, if you can't accept responsibility, to stop talking. Because all you're going to do is run into this immature person who can't take responsibility, minimizes their behavior, gaslights you, and will turn this back to where you're the person who's out of control, and it's not healthy. So if you know it's not going to be healthy, don't participate. Say, I'm done with this conversation, step out. If you're in recovery, go ahead and make a phone call to one of your ladies and say, yep, he's in this situation. Or it could be that a woman is doing this to a man. Just call some of the guys in your group if that's your case, okay? And the trauma that you're living through with sexual addiction, all by itself, if you haven't read the Partner Betrayal Trauma, please do. Partners Recovery book, please get in a group. We have a Facebook group for you for partners of sex addicts. It's a great group. There's thousands of ladies helping each other in there. You don't need to be alone. Don't isolate yourself. You want to focus on your healing, and you're going to experience DARVO and a lot of other dynamics as the coupleship moves from dysfunction and addiction to hopefully healthier and functional.